You going to the rodeo this year? It's this Saturday. Rodeo this year. You better be there, bro. You going to the rodeo? You going to the rodeo, right? Come on. Let's be honest. 90% of the people who go to the rodeo go to hunt or to be hunted. It's like a big, beautiful breeding ground. A lot of fun. Very wholesome. I will definitely be trying to break my record on the mechanical bull this year. Although I don't know if I can top 30 minutes because old Bud Jr. last year, he was hurting. He was in a lot of pain last year after 30 minutes on that bull. Took a beating. Now you take those soy boy sandals elsewhere, this Oakdale Bud, this is the Oakdale Rodeo, we don't tolerate that. So when you're at the rodeo, I was so drunk I actually fell down the entire flight of stairs and I just laid there on the bottom, face down. For like 2 hours, people were just walking over me and I think they thought I was dead. Yeah, I missed the rodeo that year. H-bar before, H-bar after. Both? Yeah, I'm down for sure. How are we sneaking beers in this year? I don't want to have to stand those lines. So there was a rumor going around that they wanted me to do a guest ride on one of the bulls. There was also a rumor that they wanted me to be the Grand Marshal. Another rumor that was going around was that they wanted me to sing the national anthem. It turns out that the only rumor that was actually true was that they wanted me to be a rodeo clown, which I don't really understand because everybody in this town takes me very seriously. Put a little grit and integrity in those boots. Come on, they're too clean. Dust them up a little bit. Give them a little grit, a little dirt. So leading up to the rodeo, it's really important to stay hydrated, all right? So I recommend just staying drunk the entire week before. Hydrate. That way, you know, you can work your kidneys, your liver, your stomach muscles out. That way, come time the rodeo, you're good and prepared. So this one year at the rodeo, I was so drunk that I actually threw up everywhere and I actually slipped in that throw up. And so I was laying in the throw up and it smelled so bad, I actually threw up again, all right? And somebody walking past, they saw this disturbing sight and they actually threw up on me. So here I was on the ground amongst everybody just in my own throw up. And I probably laid there for like 10 minutes because I literally couldn't get up because I was so drunk. And every time I tried to get up, I would just slip on my throw up and this other person's throw up. So I stunk for quite a while after that. That wasn't a very fun rodeo. So during the day at the rodeo, you're gonna see a bunch of RVs and trailers, and these are where the cowboys stay. Throughout the rodeo, you'll see these RVs and trailers kind of rocking a little bit. Let them do their thing. These are the cowboys blowing off some steam. You know what they say, when it's a rockin', don't come a knockin'. So after the rodeo one year, I was so hungover that I literally didn't drink alcohol for like probably 6 hours the next day. Yeah, that just tells you how drunk I was. You gotta be really careful at the rodeo. These 14-year-olds these days, they look like they're 25. This one year, I invited a group of buckle bunnies back to my place for a Bud after party. And these cars, they started showing up and I thought they were Uber drivers. It turns out they were actually their parents dropping them off because none of them had driver's licenses. So just be careful. I didn't look too good when the cops showed up, I'll tell you that. So this one year at the rodeo, I approached this buckle bunny and I introduced myself and she threw a beer in my face. And it turns out that we had actually dated for 8 months in high school. I completely forgot. Too many concussions. Bud brain. So what I don't understand is all these PETA people, they get all mad at the steer wrestling and stuff when the steers know what they're signing up for. It's part of the job description, all right? The steer knows what they're getting themselves into. I don't get it. So they do tend to have security out front. They search you and stuff. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to be getting my 4 guns and a Bowie knife in this year for protection, but I will figure that out. I'm thinking I can probably sneak something in my hat. Oh, it gets rowdy. It gets real rowdy. I have been in the police paddy wagon probably more times than I'd like to admit. When the Bud juice gets flowing, things just start going.